Check it out. Our guest is a superstar in animation, video games, and anime. He is known and loved for his work in Transformers Rescue Bots, Transformers Prime, Digimon, X-Men, and hundreds of video games. We are so ready to get buzzed with the super fun and super talented Steve Blum.
You forgot Goofy.
Oh, it's me.
He's picking his nose the whole time.
I'm not used to.
How you doing, buddy?
Did I? Yeah.
You were scratching it. You weren't picking
Hey,
it.
I don't care. I was picking my nose too.
Went into the third knuckle this time. That's a new record for me.
Dude, thank you so much for coming all the way down here from, where do you live, Sacramento?
From 15 minutes away.
Fresno.
There you go. All the way up there.
40 minutes in traffic.
Love
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hat.
yeah.
I love
Thank
the
you for
hat.
coming down,
Tsunami.
sharing with us, and you got a lot of fans out there.
Yes.
We've been having people writing us saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you guys are going to have that guy Tony Curtis on your show." And we're like, "We're not having him. It's Steve Blum, damn it."
We get mistaken all the time. It happens everywhere I go.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. So nice
Wow.
to see you again. It's been
Yeah,
decades.
man. Steve and I worked together
this is fun trivia.
like a decade and a half ago,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And we recorded a demo for you, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But and now, dude, I couldn't believe when our paths just crossed
fire.
again, and I was like, all the stuff that you have been doing since then is just mind-boggling.
And none of it would have happened without you.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I mean that though. This guy did my first demo for me when I had nothing. He built the tracks for me. He walked me through the process. I'm really grateful for that.
Well, thank you,
and
man.
I don't forget that kind of stuff. And you were a rock star then, and look at you now. And I'm in awe. And it's so much fun to be here.
Oh,
after all these
thanks,
years.
buddy.
It's
That's
really
cool. You know what?
cool.
I didn't know the show was going to be about me today, but this is awesome.
Well, you don't get props on. I mean, neither of you guys get props on the show, and I think you should because you're doing a great service for the fans
Thank
out
you.
there and for
Thank
all
you,
of
man.
the voiceover community. I think it's really cool.
Thank
I
you.
love tuning in and seeing all my buddies on here, and you
That's-
guys just rock this. It's really fun.
Yeah, we
you.
we certainly enjoy it, and
Yeah, we
and
get a
we'll-
lot out of it too.
Yeah, we do. We really do. We love sitting with you guys and hearing stories, and then the people out there from all over the world that don't have the opportunity to be in LA,
Right.
you know, and be around people like you that they look up to and aspire to be like and stuff. And this is their opportunity to get a little inside, you know, and have that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, they're
So
excited.
we're gonna go deep.
We're going
Steve.
deep, baby.
We're gonna
Good.
dig.
We're going deep.
We're digging out all the
I am
skeletons.
ready for
In
you.
fact, what I
He's
want to
like,
do.
I gotta go. I forgot I have a
yeah,
session.
exactly.
Oh,
Hold on.
This is
sorry.
gonna be fun and light.
Yeah. So we,
You crying?
Oh no, Barbara, don't!
we only have you for 5 minutes today, so we're going to get to our first question here. And I've never asked this to anyone before, so I'm going to ask you. But no, I always like asking people how they got started in voiceover because everybody has a little bit of a unique story.
Yeah.
And I think that for all the people out there, depending on where they're living and how, it's always a little different. And having a little nugget of, hey, that's how I'm doing it. You know, it motivates and stuff. So how did you get started in VO?
Mine is so different than everybody's story, and it's absolutely the wrong way to go. Actually, it's not, because I started doing it because I love doing it, and I didn't even know that I loved doing it. I didn't realize it was a job. I was working in a whole other career. I was trying to do music. I was a terrible guitar player, playing for an R&B band in the 80s, opening for heavy metal acts, and getting cheeseburgers.
R&B opening for heavy metal?
In the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, playing Troubadour and
Right,
Country
right.
Club and Roxy, all that place. I took on side jobs. I've always had all kinds of weird jobs. I've had probably 30 or 40 jobs in my life.
What's your weirdest job?
Well,
The
probably,
one he's got right now.
yeah, that is the weirdest job right now, for sure. For sure, yeah. Man, well, I was a service technician for fire equipment in downtown LA, and I recharged fire extinguishers and inspected equipment.
Wow.
And so my job was, I was
Fire
one of those
Marshal
guys
Steve.
I
Yeah?
was one of those guys who's pouring powder from the bag into the little fire extinguisher out on the curb, and just annoying everybody in the neighborhood. And I had, homeless guys throwing up on my shoes and all kinds of
I
unbelievable
had no idea that's how
experiences down there.
you. I didn't know you could refill. See, I learned something
Yeah,
new today. Thank
yeah.
you.
Yep, you can.
They have more sophisticated systems now. They
Yeah.
have actually
Yeah.
machinery that will do that. But
Yeah.
basically, we shot it off into a bag and poured it back through a strainer into the container.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And there were a couple places where they had some below street level restaurants in downtown. They were more upscale. And when I'm pouring that powder, I just didn't realize that when the wind comes up, it blows that stuff all over their food. And so I got screamed at all the
my
time.
God.
Seeing horrible things in restaurants and
It's
Chinatown.
good character
and-
Yeah.
research.
So
Yeah.
he poisoned half of LA.
But they're fire retardant, so
There you
inside
go.
and out.
Yeah,
So I was-
exactly. Food doesn't taste too good, but no fires.